What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Listen, this is your Sunday Motivator, and man, I am bringing this video to you and watching football and having a great week, and I hope you guys are doing the same. But what I need you to do right now is hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I need you to come along with us on the journey, man. Check the description tab. Lots of tools and tidbits to make you a more successful trader right there at your fingertips. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to rock it with us, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war. Hey, Traders War Room wants to remind the viewer that all content on this channel is for entertainment and education purposes only. You are responsible for every decision you make. Have fun, be cautious, but always, always go to war. Just quick, a recap, man. We had our income generating class today on covered calls, and it was a fantastic class. A lot of showing, a lot of support, man. So I appreciate every single one of you. If you bought the class, make sure you check your email because the link to the private recording will be there. And listen, if you're interested in this class and you want the recording, get at me. Check the description, all my social media, all my contact information is there. Get at me, send me a message, and I'll make sure I get you the information and make sure that you get this class, man. It was a great topic that we covered today. And my bot is up for grab, man. Hey, if you want my bot pushing alerts in your server, man, get at your boy. And here's what my bot looks like. You know, I push out watch lists. I give updates. I'm pretty consistent, as you can see. I talk about when we trim, when we close out of positions. I give updates, and not just stock updates, but I give market updates, man. Let you guys know what the trends are. When we average down, I throw those out there. I give you job report stuff. Man, really, truly, one-stop shop for all the alerts that you could imagine. All right, so we beat this up on the weekend video that we did on the market wrap-up, so I'm not going to beat this up too much. You guys know how the market closed on Friday. Man, it was red across the board, and it was a terrible showing for the market. So we're hoping for a big rally moving into Monday. So I really want to talk about the news because some big things happened over the weekend. And one of the things is Asia is lagging and the U.S. Euro stocks, our futures are rallying. So we're looking for a reversal. We talked about that, man. When you have 2 weeks in a row where you have huge decline, a huge cool down period, you're due for a little bounce back. And even if we're in a downward trend overall here in the near future, there's always going to be little sparks of bounce back. So we're definitely paying attention to that. But I warn you guys, if you're in some of those speculative Chinese stocks, man, pay attention to your portfolios because things are going on in Asia, and we're going to talk about another one here soon. Just don't get caught holding heavy bags when things go disarray and stuff really starts to go nuts. And this is part of what we were talking about over there in China. So the Evergrande, right? You guys heard about that, right? Shares hit an 11-year low after firm says no guarantee it can meet repayments. What does that mean? Default, okay? And we all remember like the Archielago, investment firm and things of that nature. When you got these huge juggernauts that can't pay the bills and they can't meet the repayments and things of that nature, default and ripples are sent, okay? So definitely we're paying attention to a lot of the Chinese stocks, but we're also paying attention to some U.S. stocks that might have been riding coattails on this Evergrande. So we have to pay attention, and so we should expect some volatility for stocks that center around the Evergrande saga. And we talked about this, man. Alibaba, it's been down, down, down for a while, right? But this definitely might spark some sentiment moving forward as, they're appointing a new CFO. They're trying to restructure. We're like, look, man, we've got beat up. We need to do some changes. We need to get some investor, sentiment back on our side. And so definitely we could see some catalysts running with this on an uptrend. So we're paying attention to Alibaba this week and in the near future for sure. And here's your updated futures. We got a lot that's green, so futures aren't too bad right now. But remember, futures just a glimpse. It gives us an idea of a strategy moving forward. They're not set in stone, so we pay attention to them, but we don't call them gospel. And orders filled by Fidelity customers, you can see there's a lot of money onto the green side on some of these tickers that got beat up going into the last week. So Docu, we're looking at it. Tesla, we're watching. Nvidia, TQQ, Lucid, AMC, Riven, Neo, and GME. All big tickers with a lot of money that's flowing into them. So should be interesting. Hoping for a big bullish rally on Monday. And here's the stuff that we're rocking into this week. All right, so you got all the buy dates that we got into these. You got the stock tickers. You know their shares or options. We're swinging these, a lot of them. And we got calls or puts, and then you got the expiration dates and the buy-in price that we got into. Now, for my full portfolio, I'm putting in the link in the description. Now, I forgot it on a Friday. My bad, I'm human, guys. I forget to put some things in there, but I definitely got in the description this time so you can check out everything that we've gotten into historically and things of that nature. So definitely go in there and take a look, and hope you guys get some money with some of these trades coming into Monday. I know I'm going to be looking for some of these to hit hard and get out with some cold hard cash. All right, so let's talk about some stocks that we're watching and some earning plays. Okay, so we got some charts and we're going to go over them, and we're going to see if we get any hidden gems or something that looks good that we might go into this week and be able to make a nice penny this week or even next week. So we thank Earnings Whisper for giving us the most anticipated earnings report for this upcoming week. And there's definitely some that are on here that have our attention. And we're going to look at some of the stocks, some of the charts, and see if we see some gems that we could make some good money going into this week. First, we always got to talk about SPY, because most of the stocks that we're into are covered in the SPY. SPY, to me, is looking like it wants to jump a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see the 462 area in the SPY. I'm bullish on the SPY moving into Monday. All right, first one up's AutoZone, man, AZO. And I like AutoZone going into earnings. AutoZone's always been a good trade to get into long-term anyways. I mean, look at that chart, man. You get some dips, but, man, you definitely get higher highs and you get higher lows, okay? So AutoZone, definitely bullish moving in this week. Every time I'm in that store, man, somebody's buying something for their car, man. They're always packed, and their online sales have spiked. So definitely some supply issues probably may be causing them a little bit of hesitation for investors. We'll have to see what happens with it. But I definitely would not hesitate riding them up into earnings. Holding them through earnings, though, might be very risky because of the supply issues. So I'm definitely bullish on them, but we are paying attention to them because we just don't know how the supply chain is holding on this company. Next one up is CASY's. I like CASY's long term. I think they got bullish tendencies, and I do think that they're going to continue to go up. Every time I'm in a CASY's, they're busy. They're definitely trying to buy more gas stations instead of downsizing, so that's always a good positive future growth outlook. I like that the money flow is starting to curl up. The RSI is still at a point to where you can have some growth before we start to get overbought. And I like that the MACD is about to curl up and cross over the signal line. Now, the only thing that gives me a little bearish sentiment on this short term is that they don't do so well going through earnings, okay? Now, a lot of stocks haven't done that. So this would be one of those plays that I like them going into earnings. I think they're going to get a high, but I would definitely, if I'm in a call, I'm going to try to sell out before they post earnings, because I just don't want to gamble on riding them through earnings because they have a negative track record going through earnings. Usually there's a lot of profit taking, a lot of sellouts. So bullish on them long term, but definitely not holding through earnings. All right, next one is ChargePoint. ChargePoint's definitely one that likes to move going into earnings. However, it's been on a negative decline here recently, but I like it where it's at right now. I think that we're going to see some bullish sentiment because people love this ticker, all right? And I wouldn't be surprised if we see some extreme high volatility going on with this and a drastic move upwards. Now, do I think it's anything drastic that we're going to see 28.14? No, but definitely 24. 25 could easily be in the wheelhouse, especially if we get some real good PR with this particular company and some great future growth as far as the EV sector is. So definitely bullish with ChargePoint, and I may even gamble on this one and hold this through earnings just based off of the EV sentiment that we've seen here recently. GME, another popular ticker, man, on a real big decline here recently, but you know as well as I do, man, GME likes to move, okay? So definitely Feeling this one going into earnings. I think you're going to see a lot of pressure, a lot of buying pressure in this one. I don't know about them going through earnings, but it's definitely one that I like to make money on the way into earnings. I'd probably profit take if I was going to push out an alert on this or anything and see what it does after earnings to make a decision whether I want to get in and ride some momentum or not. But can move drastically one way or the other way. But I do think we continue to go up into earnings, and I wouldn't recommend holding through earnings on this particular one because this is a wild card. CHWY, another one that's a good one to play on earnings. It likes to spike up going into earnings and then usually some profit taking while it hits earnings, and then we might see another increase based off of, you know, what they put out as far as future growth and financials and things of that nature. But I like this one as always going into earnings. I think we did a little bit of a sell down or a cool down period here recently, and I think we're pretty much at a bottom, and I think that we go up from here. So I like CHWY moving into earnings, not through earnings. I would definitely sell before the earnings report and see what happens with that before I'd get back in for a longer position. And we'll go ahead and throw Apple in here just for, you know, craps and giggles. And definitely Apple had a high, man. A lot of people made some money on this, okay? A lot of profit taking. That's why you saw a lot of downward pressure. Also some negative news PR that came out as far as supply and chain demands and things of that nature. But I like Apple moving forward. Apple, you're not going to be able to hold us down, okay? Apple's a juggernaut, all right? And I get the supply issues and things of that. We might even go down and test the 155 areas because that's kind of an area where we had like a last, you know, support and resistance type of area before we broke out and we went to our newer high. But I definitely like this long term, and I don't think the downward trend will be there for much longer. I think people are going to start buying in and riding this thing up to the moon. All right, this is the part of the video where I talk about the market coalition. We created a winning team. All right, listen, when you go to battle, it's not just you against the enemy, okay? You're going with a team, man. And sometimes that team is on multiple fronts of the battlefield, all attacking the same war, all right? And we're affiliated with a couple of these guys. I'm going to talk about them, and I hope you guys check them out. Their links are in the description tab. So definitely, I want you guys on my team as well at TWR. But these guys are all good sources and definitely have something for different traders out there, all right? Market coalition, let's get it. First up, Aloha Analytics, man. You'll find my bot over there and some other great bots for purchase. Exclusive trading, okay? This has a great fan base and a lot of great resources over here. Check out exclusive trading. You'll also see my bot over there. You'll see me over there at the Chris Sane Discord, man. We're chopping it up. Me, Chart Zaddy, Market Hyena, and it's me, Mario, man. We're always in the chat groups giving great information, and you'll see my bot rolling out the alerts over there as well. My boy Brennan's over there. We got an expert. We got Crazy. We got Machete. Listen, Dedicated Investors is another great resource for you guys to go check out. And you know I got to highlight my server, man. I'm highlighting everyone else's. Got to put a plug in for mine, man. We got free and paid services. We talk options, stocks, futures, crypto, Forex. We got live trading, man. If you want to follow an analyst and do it like the pros do, man, we got that for you over there. We just started doing our Zoom classes. We got 2 Zoom classes, man. Both were extremely successful with a lot of great feedback, man. We are pushing that information, that true, genuine, you know, knowledge sharing based thing I told you about. We're trying to push that out there. So if you got a class and you're interested in them and you want to come along with us, man, get at your boy and I'll get you the information and you can get spun up and we can get this knowledge on together. But definitely come check us out over there. This is our Discord, man. We're there all the time chopping it up, pushing the trades out. And look, it's a lot more than just me over there pushing alerts, man. I got a lot of better traders than even myself doing things just like me every single day. So come over there and check us out. All right, and that's the video, guys. I just want to thank you guys for, you know, coming with us and being loyal on our particular journey, man. Listen, we're trying to build a community of like-minded investors, and it starts with you guys coming with us and chopping it up and giving us great motivation to push out the great content. Remember, here at TWR, we're looking at the stock market like it's a war zone, okay? The stocks and the sectors, those are our battles, and we're doing it together as a team. Attack, conquer, and destroy, and we're using knowledge as our basis, okay? The goal is always to be better prepared today than we were yesterday. If that sounds good and you're ready to rock it with us, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war.